job centre and had an appointment. And can you keep your hands up if it was a positive experience? Okay, well, there's not that many of you anyway, but it's generally a negative experience. We are team support. You'll understand the idea of support later in the presentation. Kyounghwa on the right there couldn't be here today, so apologies for that.
She's in Dubai.
Yeah. So our opportunity was the job centre, and this was a negative experience that I had earlier this year of going to the job centre and having my first appointment. Generally, you're unemployed, you feel a bit crap, so it's a bad start already. And then you get to the job centre where you're faced with kind of bodyguard, essentially, show me your papers, are you allowed in? So you're feeling pretty nervous. Go upstairs, where the hell's upstairs? Absolutely no signage. They're completely rude to you, and I'll deal with you when I've got a minute. The environment is abysmal and grey and no daylight, and in the end actually I was told, oh yeah, Jacqueline, your advisor isn't here, you need to go home. So that was pretty awful. So our idea is how do we reimagine that experience, and our inspiration was the Ace Hotel, which was in New York. It was a fantastic experience, but beyond just a normal hospitality experience of just being a beautiful place and having fantastic staff. There was a real buzz environment about it. You knew that this is kind of the place to be, where to meet people. Tone of voice throughout the whole place was fantastic and really encouraging, and they just gave you everything that you need. And also this kind of one-stop shop idea, so they basically had everything in one environment that you needed, apart from obviously coffee and tea and stuff. They had hairdressers, shops, everything, so really good experience for a holiday. So what if the Ace Hotel reimagined that job centre experience? Well, we went and did some desktop research. Obviously, realised it's a governmental organisation, so we got various emails saying, sorry, we cannot talk to you because of impressions and that sort of thing. But we did go there, and in fact, Jihong actually became a user. He rang them up, he booked an appointment. He is unemployed, he's a student, and needs a job. So he's going to do that. And you guys went on a
Kyounghwa and I did some research just in the job center, and we made the observation of both the physical circumstance indoor and the relationships and emotional relationships between the customers and the officers. And just as Holly mentioned before, the interaction inside is really poor and make the user feel nothing but discouraged. And I think it's due to the misuse of the space. The atmosphere indoor is also depressed. And then after observation, we make a brief interview with the real user who just finished her appointment, and she said that she feels she is just being asked as a friend, and the officers is not really helpful.
Okay, so insights from our research are basically people are not being supported in their search for work. Coincidentally, the strapline for the job centre is helping you supporting you in your search for work. So complete contradiction there. And people are generally discouraged. We figured out what the unmet needs were of people. So of course, they want to get a new job, money, etc., more skills. They have some physical, actual needs. But what really wasn't being met was actually the human needs, the emotional support, the guidance that you need when you're in that quite depressing situation, you've got a job, and a lot of people haven't been to university or have those particular skills. So really confidence lacking people, and they weren't being supported in the right way. So what could the future hold for the job centre or for this new job environment? Our challenge is mainly focused on, again, the emotional and physical. So we've looked at a new appointment and a new person to take you on that appointment. We've looked at the physical side of the environment and also a new database for searching for jobs. So we've got 3 propositions. A place on a big scale, zooms down to a person that you have the interaction with, and then down to the platform that supports that interaction. So, the place to start with, it's got to be more useful and more helpful and, of course, inspirational. So, first of all, this new ecosystem that we propose, beyond the core services of finding a job, actually, similar to Taylor's talk, where it's that a local thing, why not involve loads of other services in the area in one place, like the Ace Hotel, so that you don't waste your time necessarily when you go there. You can really spend a lot of time there and get some interesting things going on. And to spend time there, of course, it's got to be a better environment. So we started searching kind of the aesthetics of the place, the people that are helping you, motivational messages, privacy, and all those sort of things. Also, we're going to introduce this new supporter. We're branding him a supporter, which Jihong will take you on. Thank you.
Normally, staff who works at Job Center Plus calls us staff, but we want to redefine him as a supporter because we think supporting is a very important factor in this service design project. So supporters are supposed to be like empathetic and welcoming and motivating. So we will start the little journey from John. Yeah, Freddie's ready to meet John and he's waving his hand now. And John is a 27-year-old. We didn't specify written yet. John is a 27-year-old. He just finished his work, and he used to work as a construction worker now, but he wants to find a new job. So he's arms wide open, so you're waiting. And he put the kettle on to have a cup of coffee because there's this kind of scientific research. If you're holding a warm cup, if you want to see the person, then you might feel that he's kind of nice person. We're trying to put some scientific research, and it's similar to like life coaching session. All the questions, he will ask like good question to find himself because the answer is already in his mind. But sometimes it is not easy to find what he really wants. So in this session, he will take charge, and if he has some he will ask a good question and help him to assess himself. And all the document will be on the job passport, but in this session there's no computer things. He will write down everything because sometimes computers can be isolated from the staff and the client. So and after this, every data will be documented by Freddie, not by John. Then after he has time to think, and he will start write what he wants to put it in his CV. And after that, his job readiness might be higher, and he feels more supported. And he can pick. It would be just for only one time, but it can be repeated as he needs for maximum 3 times.
Okay, after John being supported, he will give Friday a feedback, and we will make the feedback in a visual date, which can give. We want in this way to build a direct relationship between the user and the customer. And we want to make the job center job support a very accessible service. So when we build up a platform, we bring it to the passport. It will create a long-term self-assignment and will help make the supporter give help to the users. And we built it in a digital ways, and you can sign up, and then you can find your supporter who is really helpful, not only professional but also emotional. And you can add it to your profile by yourself, and also the supporter will help you. And then, because not everyone is the graphic designer, so we generate the CV for John that make him equally competitive in his career employment.
And done. Summary of those 3 things and future vision is that Job Centre doesn't actually need to just be one interaction, it's a lifelong learning process. Thank you very much.
That's really good. I mean, what I love this afternoon is the variety of approaches. But this, what you guys have done here is tackled a really complicated and potentially toxic thing in a really nice, simple way. It's actually got enough detail in it. It's credible. There's a philosophy element. You've managed to completely kind of transform the relationship between the individual and the institution in an incredibly supportive way. So you've really tackle that core issue of people's sense of worth, or lack of it, when you have to go to the job center. So that, I love it. I love the simplicity of a place, a person, and a platform. Again, it's this kind of top level, you've created the wrapper and the strategy for then going into the second level. So you communicated, used your time well, very positive.
Right. Yeah, I mean, I'd like to say, firstly, you've really worked well as a team. Because at the beginning, this is a really complex problem, and you all come from completely different experience, worldviews. So, you know, the initial start of getting together was really challenging, and yet, you know, you pulled through all of those challenges, and you've all engaged in this project wholeheartedly, and that's just fantastic. You also recognise the fact that your approach can change. The way that you view the challenge can suddenly zoom out from being just about a particular type of problem to what's the big systemic issue that we're trying to deal with. And that was a really brave move on your part, because it was only a few days ago that you had a sort of, you were looking at a particular area of this, and so you pulled out and you said, right, let's look at this systematically and systemically. And you've been able to look at the physical environment and created a diagram that actually is a starting point for a conversation rather than a finished product. Architects never do that. They just go straight for the architectural solution, and you've said, look, this is actually a diagram for discussion. You've thought about the roles and responsibilities of the staff. I think there's an opportunity for you to really dig deeper into the challenges of, so not just have empathy with the end user, but also have empathy with the staff, because having empathy with the staff is half the battle, actually. And then you've thought about this platform, and you've really considered lots of issues around the physicality or the digital requirements. So overall, very strong piece of work.
I think like the beginning of it as well, when you were reaching out to the audience and asking and putting everyone into that position of, we've all been there and you know how it feels. And again, just making the place a lot more, feel like less about a job centre, but much more supportive in terms of other activities that might go on there. Like Dan said, there's that whole opportunity around empowering frontline staff